Coming to you live from Moama Bowling Club in Moama. We seem to spend half our life here. We're here for the Group Sides Championships, and we've got a packed crowd, men and women's this year. And along with me is the great Matty Ottobre to help me out. He's the most knowledgeable man in bowls.
I'll try, Gus. You're pretty impressive on the mic, so I'll see what I can do. But yeah, it's great to be here today. Lovely venue, Moama, isn't it? It's amazing.
Beautiful cloudy day, but nice and warm.
Yeah, 22 degrees, and I was talking to some of our players earlier. It doesn't feel like 22. It feels like more 25. We're under the dome here, which is absolutely lovely. They are playing on the two grass greens at the back too, Gus.
Yeah, we've got a full house, and at Echuca as well, the Echuca Bowling Club.
Yep, I was there earlier with Yara.
City of Echuca?
No, Echuca Bowls Club.
Echuca Bowls Club, yeah. I went out there, this morning at about 7 a.m. They're up there working. The girls were making the sandwiches and four lovely big grass greens out there.
Very different to Moama. You go there and it's a real community club.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But they work together, the clubs up here.
They do. I tell you what, I was very impressed with their grass greens.
Yeah. I'm just itching to get out on them. We might go there tonight at 7 and have a game.
Well, we could.
Yeah.
Put a little wager on it. I did see something today that I've never seen before. They had two rollers going at the same time, and they were chasing each other.
Oh, wow. Yeah, pretty keen. They had about 18 groundsmen. I bet they were all locals, volunteers, the heart and soul of the clubs.
Yeah.
Well, we've got some games on here today. We're going to live stream all the way for the next 3 days.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And we're on the corner rinks 8, 7 and 9 on the other green, unfortunately.
Yeah,
that's going to make it hard for us to see that, but we'll bring you those scores.
Yeah, we'll do our best.
So who have we got today, mate?
Let me
we got West Coast versus Geelong.
Yeah, West Coast, go through them. Luke Wright is leading.
Yep.
I've been told that he was really successful under 18 bowler.
Yep.
I think he might have even played state.
Yep.
We have Grant McLaren. No, McLaren.
Yep, McLaren. Yep.
I had the privilege of coaching Grant in a schools comp 2 years ago. Super impressed with Grant. Obviously, his bowling is amazing, as he's going to demonstrate today.
Yeah, a lot of youth I can see. Another one up on the mat now is Matty Brewer.
Yep.
Another young fellow from the West Coast area. And then the skipper.
William Collihole.
Yep.
Yeah, won the Champ of Champs in his region this year.
Packed full of talent, this West Coast team.
Yep.
And the Geelong guys?
We've got Ray Butler at the front.
Yep.
Been told that solid leader. So obviously he's going to be in the right spot there.
Yep.
I think he's been out of the team for a while and come back in.
Okay. And the number 2 is Brandon Anderson.
Yep. Similar situation, I think.
Yep.
Another bowler's been given their spot.
And then the man on the mat at the minute.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about Steve Sullivan.
He's an up-and-comer, I hear.
Yep. Just new to the sport. I spoke to their side manager, and he said that Steve has done everything in bowls and still doing it.
Keen. I was talking to him before. It's like his first game of group, you know.
Yep.
Still loves it.
Yeah. We'll look to see super consistent as a 3 today.
And Steve's playing 3, obviously not skipping. He usually would skip. So who's lining up skipping?
They're giving it to Brad Pavey.
Oh, know a bit about this boy. He's a good boy.
Yeah, I had the privilege of seeing him at state champs 2 years ago with Matty Flapper and his dad too.
Right.
In the triples.
Yep.
Super impressed with Brad.
Matty Brewer just put down a good bowl. They seem to like that one.
They're saying that probably nearly the most improved bowler in Geelong.
Wow.
This year.
Well, he's only a young fella. He doesn't look any more than
22.
22.
I've heard, yeah.
They always look older in the country, don't they? They're bigger. Yeah.
He's had a great year and deserves his spot as skip.
And with the youth guy, I know Matty Flappy, as you said, spent a bit of time with him, but it doesn't always mean that these guys are going to be continuing with bowls, but he's gone on with it, obviously.
Yeah. Really benefit from Matty's coaching.
And I think a state trial. Did you say that?
I think you said that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me.
State trial. So
That's great.
Really finding his way. Here comes Matty Brewer now. He got another good bowl. just finishing up short. So
Grantos is holding there.
Yeah, Grant's holding. Yep. So it's West Coast. That's the red speckled bowls.
I tell you what, there's a little bit of a jumper clash. What do you think?
Someone said it's not that hard, Gus, but it is. It is.
If we were playing footy, I think one of them would have to change their tops.
Yeah, Brad's using green bowls. I'm not sure what they are. They're probably XGs, I reckon. We'll see if we can have a look at the turn on that. He's watching it intently.
Can't really see that.
So he's looking to try and reach up onto that speckle, but he's just... I had a roll on this green last night, and coming back the way they're playing now, I felt it was about 2 foot short, 2 or 3 feet slower.
Oh, okay.
For some reason. Maybe I just can't bowl. But it was all right coming back the other way, so I don't know what it was. And I see Brad finished about that couple of feet short just then. William Collyhold playing there for a little bit of cover. Or he could probably roll that bowler Luke's. He's trying to roll that bowler Luke's up maybe. The red and blue one.
Yep.
He's a bit wide, but a useful bowl back there, certainly. I think that's probably more what he was going for. Bit of cover.
Got a feeling Brad's using arrows.
Right.
I think I can see the Z scoop on there.
Yep. He's given a little bit more weight to this. He's going to get a little touch. Oh, he's poked it out. He's poked it out, and I think that might be Matty Brewer's bowl, is it?
Definitely.
That's the only bowl I didn't get a look at the colours.
I feel like I've missed the whole start of this end, and I'm chasing what's happening.
It was a pretty good. Well, the viewers have been watching, but a pretty good start to the game. These guys are right on it. They've had a roll up this morning, not on this rink.
Yep. Everyone was allowed a 45-minute practice, unless they wanted to share the 3 rinks with the other team and go for the full hour and a half. I think most regions have opted for the 45.
So Will's trying to get up, draw another shot. He's just
not there.
Finished wide.
What are we looking at? 2 to West Coast.
Yeah. So that was Matty's bowl. Good start to West Coast. Of course, it's the quick and the dead. It's not 21 ends. It's 12.
We need to let our viewers know it's 12 ends or 2 hours.
And dead ends do count, we've been told this morning.
Yep, so they're replayed. I agree with that.
Even those after the bell.
That does bring another element in.
I think the reason they went with that, because there wasn't a rule actually stipulating it, so I think the umpires commission have erred on rules are rules, so that's what they do. So Lukey's got a good start here again. He's on again, mate.
Yeah, that's where you want to finish with your first bowl, just a little bit behind.
I like the hats that Geelong are wearing, the GBR. It's very professional. He's watching this intently. I'm not sure he's going to get down to this.
No, he's probably about a match short there.
It's not a wide swinging green, I can tell you that as well.
Has he got a good set, Gus? I think he has.
Yeah, he's got a nice weight again. They're 2 ace bowls, aren't they? I think he would have liked to got onto that kitty and just tucked it in, but that's the next best thing.
As a skip, you would not be unhappy with that at all. Just needs it to run here a bit.
It's not a bad bowl. It's just tickling up. It's probably good enough. Not quite.
No.
Grant McLaren on the mat.
He's got a great delivery, hasn't he?
Yeah,
so
beautiful.
Smooth.
Let's see if it comes.
If he's got the weight, this is a great bowl.
Just going to finish up short. They pull up.
Oh,
he
little
tickles on a bit.
out.
Make a liar of me, please.
Sort of covers the jack now, doesn't it?
It does. I think they've got a Geelong's got a nice line in just under that white bowl there of Ray's.
But Luke's bowls are just so handy behind.
He's
Could be shot, though.
He's done it. It was a good sider for him, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Brad liked that one.
Let's see if Grantos can get a little bit more and on the jack.
Yeah, well, he switched hands. Oh, he could have stayed on that same hand, just given that a tap, but he's looking to land the shot bowl, of course.
Yeah, it was great speed.
He's nearly got a backdoor on it. Nearly got the result. No, he doesn't. He's a bit disappointed with that. It wasn't a bad effort.
He's done his job as a 2, though, hasn't he, Gus?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's see what Matty can do here.
Stevie on the mat. Very deliberate, isn't he? After all these years, he's just that same routine.
That's what good bowlers do, Gus. They have that pre-bowl routine. Every time they get on there, the same thing.
Wasn't far away with that, just a little bit more.
Brad really wants a bowl at the back here. Well, West Coast going to try and get on this jack.
He's looking to land that bowl.
Oh,
he's close.
Great bowl.
Very good bowl. He's making.
He's made 2.
Back on the draw, Stevie. His pace is better. It's close. Got to clear that. Oh. Wasn't far away, was he?
No, it was a great effort.
You see the grouping of all those bowls just across the line. I reckon that's on this rink or this green. That's where you sort of want to err, just across. You don't want to be left hanging out.
Yep.
Out on the right. So it's one of those greens you're just trying to probably even just pop across the line just to make sure you're getting back until they get the hang of it. Then they'll make their corrections. He got that away beautifully. No wonder he's playing in the champs. Look at that.
Oh, it's great cover now.
He won't be displeased with that.
No.
And they've got the backies. I mean...
Yeah, that's just how important those first 2 balls were from Luke.
I mean, he's got a few bowls to play through, hasn't he?
Well, he's got
Ray's bowl to use. The white bowl just short. I'd be just playing. You know, you're playing a couple of feet up into there. I reckon.
Yeah, not too much. You don't want that jack going back.
But they own the outside, don't they? He's played that weight we were talking about. He's probably going to find the hole and the kid. He's unlucky. Oh. Good bowl. Yeah, he played what he wanted, and he didn't get what he wanted.
It was really the start that Luke gave them, putting those 2 bowls just at the back there.
Yep.
Really set them up.
They were never going to be not useful.
Yep.
And, of course, once Geelong drew the shot, it was just open to land the bowl, move the kitty. He's gone margin wide here. As we can see, it's just not coming from there, is it?
No, you mentioned that.
Luke's thinking what I got to do now. I don't know. Could Kitty come forward? It's probably sitting on the bowl, isn't it?
What are they, 2 down?
Yeah. Stevie's looking for Wade onto the yellow and blue, get the Kitty out.
Yeah.
Out to the right and see what happens. I think they're not going to be any worse off.
Well, he's looking to get Ray's bowl up.
Yeah. I think he'd love to find that hole and find the second shot of the shot.
Yep.
And splay the Kitty out. But I think it's locked in, really. He's playing a little bit of weight.
A little bit of weight.
It's going to do what I said. Let's see what happens. Here we go.
Oh.
Oh, he took... Oh, we might have taken one out. Two
down.
No change. Good effort, though.
Yep.
That's a good start for West Coast.
Definitely.
In a shortened game, they've...
12 ends. Goes pretty quick.
Yeah. Cats away. Lovely drive coming up the country yesterday. Just nice to get out and about, isn't it, through some of those towns.
I drove up this morning at 6 o'clock. Not a lot of traffic.
Nope.
Which was great. Cruised up.
See if Lukey gets on again. They do set the tone, these leads, especially at this level.
Well, he's taken the hat off.
Yeah, and they've gone a lot. They've elected to go a little bit longer. This is where you're thinking as a lead, Ray'd be thinking, oh, I've got to get one on here.
Yep.
I've got to really give
After
my guys
that last
a start.
end,
Yep.
yeah, definitely.
He wants to get into the party. Now, let's see if he's up.
I think he's definitely up.
Great bowl.
Yep. That's going to help his confidence.
Yeah. First thing he had to do was just be there. He's slightly wide, but gave it a chance.
And he is playing the same side, isn't he?
Yep. Yeah, they're both electing to play that side. Another good bowl coming up here. He's out of the weight. I think he's looking for the Kitty, just under it. Good home. He's correct on his line.
Yeah, Brad likes it.
Good home. Yep. Grant's close. Land on that bowl and flop in. Probably shot.
Definitely shot.
They're putting the pressure on Geelong early, aren't they?
Grant's on another good track.
He's
Just
just
needs a
gonna
bit
pull up.
more, I think.
You can see those three bowls. That's that shortness I was talking about.
You did mention that. Maybe it's not your ability, Gus. It's the green.
I'm hoping that these guys are going to prove that. Yep. Well, they've got a circle. The wagons are around the campfire. Let's see if someone can add to the flame.
See what Matty can do.
Yeah, he got that away nicely. I think this is going to turn on him. Yeah, weight not bad.
Yep.
Watch Stevie come to the party here. I'm going to predict this.
Okay. He's not giving much away.
No, he's just got a hold now.
Oh, I don't think he's going to.
Not bad. Matty Brewer.
Yep.
Done the job.
He's done it.
I think he's done it. What do they say? There's a saying in bowls, it only takes one bowl to get the shot.
Well, they've now got 2.
Yeah.
Let's see if your prediction can...
Maybe
Stevie.
He's got a better line. Will it get down?
Needs to...
There you go. Probably second.
Could be second.
Yeah. I always say a lot about skipping is man management. You get your 3 guys to do all the work for you so you don't have to do anything, is the idea.
It's generally how we like it to roll if we're skipping. Can't see what's happening on that 3rd rink at all, Gus.
Can.
I think it's 2 to Geelong on that 3rd rink. Rink 9, which is not on this screen.
Yes, I just had to go for a walk and check out the other score because they're really trying to test us up here this week. Anything happen while I was away? Brad's still got to play. He's playing a bit of weight, is he?
No, Will had a bowl probably a metre short.
He's just going to be a little bit heavy,
Yeah,
I
I think
think.
it's great line though.
So still 1 to West Coast.
Yeah, it might be a measure for that second.
Well, that's why God gave us measures, wasn't it? To use them. Got that away smooth as silk. He's pushed it wide, I think.
He wants it to get down.
It's got to turn. They're getting stuck out there.
Oh.
All right. Well, you can go the bundle, or you can draw the shot.
Him and Stevie are really working together, aren't they, Gus?
Yeah.
It's great to see.
And I'm not sure which clubs. Where's Brad at?
Brad is at Ocean Grove with Matty.
Yep, with Matty. And Stevie is not there. He's...
Not sure about Stevie.
There's a few good clubs down at Geelong Way. Very strong.
I think Brad will be looking to play a similar bowl to the last one. He wasn't far away. Probably a mat through.
Yeah, he's going to... on the forehand.
Yeah, I think he can draw this.
Yeah, I think he's seen that little port there. He's just got to get inside that blue with the right weight. Watching it intently. He looks tighter to me.
There's a grimace on the face.
Yeah, has he got anything to hit up? Is that red speckle? That's Grant's? No.
It's a pity because his weight's really good. Just missed that line. 1. I think it could be 2. Another 2 to West Coast.
2.
Another 2. Well, that's a great start on this rink, isn't it, Gus?
It's 6 zip.
Yep.
And it's not that Geelong's bowling badly, but they're just chasing here and just trying to find their way. Format for the viewers at home: we've got 2 games today, this afternoon, 3 tomorrow, and 2 on Sunday, and then the final. So it's a big, it's a big ask for the guys. A lot of games. I don't know what happens at night up here between the games. I'm sure something will happen.
Well, last year we had only one game on the Friday.
Right.
So this is the first time that we've gone with the 2 games.
Well, rather than have... You could have 4 on the Saturday at 12 ends.
We did have that last year.
Big
and
ask.
the feedback
Yeah.
from my bowlers
Yep.
was it was too much.
Yeah.
So I actually think it's a great idea to bring the 2 games today.
Well, I was down at Ocean Grove last week and we had 4 games of 12 in a day. You were tired. You were tired at the end of the day, no doubt about it. We had a bit of inclement weather. And the greens were running, Matty had them running lightning.
Oh, beautiful. How'd you go, Gus?
We ran third, actually.
Oh, well done.
Ran third amongst a really good field. There's a couple of Commonwealth Games guys.
Yeah, I heard there was one pretty solid rink down there.
Yeah. There was Barry Lester and teamed up with the Hubber from Benny Hubber and Gary Kelly.
Oh.
And there was another, Corey Wedlock.
Oh,
just a
just
quiet
slide
little
Corey
team.
into there as well.
And we won the same games as they did. They just had a lot more shots, funnily enough.
That's what the good bowlers do. They pick out that one bowl to get a big number.
But a very good field. Matty always strings together a very good field for those things. And if the guys at home, playing any of these things or can get down and watch some of these tournaments, they're great to come and watch.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't often get to see Commonwealth Games bowlers bowl in your backyard. Those I'm going to call them Melbourne bowls are up there again. Maybe it's to do with the Demons.
No, I think they're a bit more Essendon.
Essendon? They're not red and blue?
No, I think they're red and black.
Okay. All right, we'll call them Bombers then. Well, they're not. They didn't win a premiership last year, did they?
No.
Have you played group before? You've been involved in?
No, I haven't.
You're in a pretty tough Yarra section.
It is tough when you've got 2 premier teams in the top 4.
Yeah.
It's definitely a goal of mine, but I've got to keep working at it.
Yeah. Something for people to aspire to. I think that's
definitely
always good in the game. I know in years gone by these events were hugely stepping boards to state and Australian sides. So the time and effort some of these guys have to put in, day off work, some of these young guys. I don't think there's any professional bowlers out here today.
Oh, great bowl.
Yeah. That's what you want. You want someone to step up in your team, and he has just absolutely... Brandon has just stepped up big time.
Just got some information from the Geelong team. Ray and Stevie are from Queenscliff.
Ah, of course, Stevie. Of course, yeah.
Yeah. And Braden, BJ, is from Barina.
Okay.
And as we mentioned before, Brad works
Ocean
closely
Grove.
with Matty at Ocean Grove.
The one thing you do find when you go to some of these tournaments outside of Melbourne is you see the teams you don't get to play against. And Torquay had a lot of good young bowlers playing down there.
I think Lee McAvaney has gone down to Torquay.
Yep.
Yeah, we had him last year skipping in one of our teams.
Right. Yeah.
He
was a lawn boy. He started in lawn originally.
It was a real shame to lose him. He's a brilliant bowler and
good.
Really good guy.
Yeah.
Yep. So shout out to Lee. I think the surf got him, I heard.
So one of my teammates, Banksy, his dad plays for Torquay, and he actually did us over in that game we lost that cost us the tournament. I haven't told Banksy yet. But, geez, some good bowlers down there. And they had a couple of really good young kids who were just so confident and played so good. No fear.
Yeah.
No fear.
Well, I think we just had Stevie get knocked out there from Matty promoting Grant.
They're applying that pressure, and it's unrelenting, isn't it?
See what Will can do here. So situation, Gus. Looks like West Coast are holding another 2 at the moment.
I guess the good thing is there's lots of games to go. There's 7 games to be played.
Yeah, but you want to get off to that good start.
Yeah.
Get the first one.
That was Ray Butler's bowl.
It is, and they're holding now.
Geelong, that relieves the pressure a little bit. I don't think you want to be 8 love behind.
No. I think they've got Braden's bowl at the back there too.
Now this is where the skips go to work, you see. Now, can he take the candy from the baby and just disappoint them again? Because that would hurt them big time.
Well, if he can get rid of Ray's bowl,
yep,
I think which he was calling with his...
Is Ray sitting on it?
He's pretty
there's
close.
room. I think there's room though. He's playing a little bit of weight. Just to roll him out, I reckon. He's got to get down, I think.
Yeah, he needs to.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Stevie's calling for the draw.
Yep.
Holding one.
Brad's just got to draw around that front bowl and land on the blue and yellow
get
bowl.
Around Will's bowl. This will be great for Brad's confidence if he can land this.
Stevie's slapping it. He said, that's a good effort, mate. Well, they're on the board.
Bit of a chat now about the jack length, I think, Gus.
Yeah, that was, not 80%, wasn't it? They're going to bring it up a little bit. Went to Echuca for breakfast this morning. Have they got a lot of coffee shops there? Wow. It just shows you how much the country regionals would have missed during COVID the last 2 years and all that infrastructure.
Yeah.
And it's great to see it back in action, getting used. Big shout out to all our country viewers. We've just had Country Week up here too for the girls.
It's been a big week up here. Yeah, I was talking to Pat Schramm before. She had great words to say about Country Week.
Yeah, they seem to enjoy it.
Yep.
Nice smooth delivery there. Good weight, Ray. Just rolls his own bowl up.
They've struggled a little bit this way, Gus, haven't they?
This is the hand. This is what I said.
Yeah,
Come
you
back
did.
up this way. You're just pushing it a little bit more. It just seems to run slower. He's got his bowl in another good position there. He's
just a little bit through though.
Yep. You're not leaving him short. He's given options to the skip. Brandon's got a fair bowl here. He just comes in underneath
got
that.
the great weight.
That's a lovely bowl.
Follows up Ray's bowl really nicely.
Yeah. Close here.
Grant do. Just get under.
Close here.
Oh, he's
Up you
going
get.
to be very close.
Yeah. That's it. That is close. Yeah. He's got the white bowl to roll, comes underneath the white bowl onto the red speckle bowl. Is it going to hold?
Too far under though and push.
He's going to touch it in.
Oh, he has.
That's stiff. That's real stiff. But it happens in bowls. They call it part of the game, some people.
Unfortunately, it is.
I call it bad luck. Wasn't a bad bowl.
You can't take it back.
No. Grant has won a under 18 state pairs and triples, I think he said. So he's been involved in some pretty high-end stuff. And they like that
That's
one.
a great one.
He gets a high five.
I was going to see whether they were going to get an extra point then for the toucher, but we're not in this.
We've got to change codes. It's a bit like rugby union and league, isn't it? Here we go. Stevie's on the march.
He's
going to use the white. No. Wow. He liked it too. You can see his bemusement.
He's a bit disappointed he didn't get the result.
I think he was waiting for the slide. He's like, I nearly got that. Because we know what a great draw bowler he is. He's not known for his trick shots.
Yeah, I think he's going to have another go.
I reckon he's got a few in his bag. Oh, this is just not going anywhere. It's not coming at all.
Yep. Let's see if he positive again at
Look
it.
at him. I love it. If you could see his face, he's watching it.
Oh, he's got to be closer this
Got
time. Got him both.
Wow.
Great bowl, Stevie.
To be able to back that up, I mean, he just missed with his first, and he really hasn't made a correction
It
on
was
that.
just a slight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes
line
if it's
correction.
a good bowl, don't change.
Yep.
Don't change it.
Yep.
What's Matty doing? Matty's looking at
Needs
this.
to get under that.
He's got to get down under the white.
Yeah,
he's close.
He's done it.
Oh, yeah, they like it.
They do. It's shot.
Because it's shot. Well, what shot are you playing here, mate?
Well, the problem is West Coast everywhere at the back, isn't it?
Absolutely. So it's a delicate one.
Yeah.
Backhand. Roll the ball.
No, I think he's going. He's going to go backhand.
Little weight. It's more weight than maybe bowl clean.
Well, yeah. Now I'm looking at it. Yeah, he's looking to get it out.
Bowl clean.
Looks to get it out. They'll be holding 3.
But West Coast own the back.
Yeah.
But only. Oh no, they own all the back.
Yep.
Wow, that's.
Maybe
Maybe that's what pressure does. You got.
Well, Will have the last bowl.
Yeah. He's added another one.
Yeah. Suppose you can't get rid of them both.
He could split them on the forehand.
Could.
And I think he's given him no option but to play that shot now.
Yep, he's playing it.
He's probably 2 or 3 down at the back, he's 2 down here. He's close. He's
He's very close.
They're both
Got
gone.
it.
Thank you very much. What a bowl.
That was a great bowl.
But, as you said, there is a bowl to come.
Yep, but he's got to draw it now.
Yeah, he's playing well enough. I kind of think he's going to draw this.
Well, if he does the same as his first, he's going to get it.
I got a feeling about. I don't know if they call him Bill, but I could call him Bill. Will. How's he looking? He likes it. He's got to get down. He's moving now. He likes it.
He does. He's done the job.
He's going, will it pull up?
Yes, it will.
My little spidey sense was right. Gives himself a clap. Love that. Self-confidence.
Yeah, self-clap there.
You need to be confident in this game. Brad's like, fair play, mate.
Yeah,
good
like,
bowls.
that
played
was
a
a
good
cracker.
one. Yeah.
And I'll still go one down.
But he can go home tonight and watch that on the replay.
I would be. It was a great bowl.
It's what. Yep. We're going to get a guest on here for you. It's probably not a good time for the Geelong President to come on, but it'll be good to get his perspective on what's been going on. So I'll just get set up here, mate. So I just welcome to the mic here Michael Kelly, President of the Geelong Bowls region. Welcome, Michael.
Thanks, Gus. Good to be here.
Yeah, look, it's good. We're always keen on this streaming to show the bowls, but we're also keen on getting some people on to give us a bit of insights into what's going on in different regions, different clubs. Probably not a good time to join us here. Your guys are under the pump a little bit. Brad paid an absolutely cracker, and then Will Collarhole came and drew the shot.
Well, actually, I just came back from getting changed, so I missed all the action. But you're right about the live streaming. I've enjoyed what Jimmy's, and it's not all about Jimmy, but what he does.
Well, he does think that, yeah.
I know I've known Josh for a long time too, and I know Josh gets a bit irritated. But even the last few years down in Geelong, we've streamed the grand finals.
Yep.
And they've gone very, very well. A lot of people that can't get to the game are able to see it.
Yep.
And they know the people in it.
Yep.
And for obvious reasons, it's the way to go. Now, whether we in the Geelong region bowl or stream weekly games, I don't know whether it'll get to that point.
Yep.
But some of the better games, I think we should be doing it. So, and congratulations to the Bowls Victoria for doing this for the first time in regional.
Yes, first time. Yeah, yep.
And I know a lot of people down in Geelong were looking forward to seeing our guys.
Great.
First time
Yep.
up. A lot of people can't make the trip for obvious reasons. But I didn't know until I got here this morning that Matthew Flapper couldn't play, which was disappointing. I think we're all looking forward to seeing the great man, but another victim of COVID.
Yeah, well, we're all and that's happened right across the board. But we've certainly got some talent here on display.
And the young fella just running down the green was our emergency, Brandon Anderson.
Right.
I wouldn't say new to the game. It's like most of the ones when I bowled, our sons bowl.
Yep.
And he's one of the ones. They're all in around their mid-30s now.
Yep.
Brandon is our current state singles champion down there.
Right.
Geelong this year, he'll be going to Champions Week. Brad Pavey, he's just come along in leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
Matty's looked after him, groomed him very well, and he skipped in the grand final last Sunday.
Right.
And also in his ring, the man on the mat now.
The young fella.
We don't have to talk about him too much, Steve Sullivan.
Yeah.
What he hasn't done hasn't been invented yet.
No.
And leading is Ray Butler.
Yep.
Who's also been a state singles champion recently down in Geelong and was part of the Victorian Fours 2 years ago. So credentials are all there. Peter Lowe, we know, a former state player.
Yep.
Came down. He skipped it also in the grand final.
Yeah, Lowe's skipping one of the other rinks we're not streaming. Yep.
And his third is Dan Priddle.
Yep.
Who 2 or 3 years ago went to Hyden and has really improved that club to back-to-back finals. Unfortunately, didn't make it this year, but he's usually skipping, and
John Fry.
Drysdale.
Yep.
Very, very steady bowler, which is what you need in these competitions.
And Jeremy Fitzgerald.
And Jeremy Fitzgerald, another younger player that's gone on and leaps
So
and bounds.
there's a bit of a youth thing going on. You've got a mix of youth
Yes.
and experience, I can see.
We're not overwhelmed in Geelong with anybody under 18 at this stage. We've got under 18s coming through, not as many as we want, but they've got to learn the craft somewhere. So clubs, they're playing in their second side, third side, but they're getting coaching as well, which is what we need. The other rink on the other side, again, full of superstars. You've got Brenda Numbers, who was champions last year in Geelong. He won the state pairs in Geelong this year with John O'Donnell. So credentials all over the place. I'm trying to think of
Stewie Williams
from Eastern Park, the credentialed skipper in Premier League.
Dave
Priddle, Dan Priddle's brother.
Right.
And that was another one that last year's grand final. Father and two sons played in the same side. So you don't see that much of that happening anymore. And the other one Benny Russell, also part of the Victorian side that won with Steve Sullivan.
Just while we'll just have a score check out what's been happening.
I just jumped over to rink 9, and it's 6-1 to Geelong on that rink.
Okay,
so it brings it right back.
So that's really made it a tight touch, 11 all, I think, on the overall. Of course, it's the overall that counts, isn't it, Michael?
Yes, and that's the beauty of the game when it comes to finals. Not only in this, but in grand finals.
Yep.
It's not a different game, but it's a different way of looking at the game. We had one prime example last Saturday in Division 2 in Geelong. My club, Lara, was second bottom Christmas time. Snuck into the first final, knocked off the top side.
That happens a lot.
Come into the grand final against the second side all year. Lost a rink 40-11 and won overall. Take the weak side out and have the three strong sides, I believe it's a stronger comp. And that's been shown over many times. And again, Melbourne Premier League, a lot of times the early four sides that win big and carry their other three. But I've known sides that have won grand finals only winning rinks over two finals. So
they're pulling bowls out here, West Coast, like
they are
no
pulling
tomorrow.
a lot of bowls out of his head. I think we're at 6 already.
Right. Was there movement happen there to create that?
Brad played a great bowl to trail it back to, I think it was Ray's bowl.
Right.
I missed a little bit of that. But I think we've currently looking at for 7 here.
These are anomalies in the game at this standard.
It does happen.
Yes, it shouldn't happen, but it does. And recovering on a 2-hour game, which we're 50 minutes into the first part of the game.
Yep.
And as Deer Park would attend Test 2 last week,
it's a 6.
You're better off dropping them early than dropping them on the last end. So.
Yeah, I played in a game down at Pakenham. We dropped to 6, maximum 6 on the first end, and didn't lose another end. Won the next 11 ends and won 23-6. So I don't know how that happened, but you can drop them.
I've seen rinks get an 8 and lose overall. So it's flukish, but the standard of bowls up here is anybody that doesn't come up, if they've got time to come up and see. So this is probably the next level to state bowls.
Yep.
So everybody aspires to play in this, to get out there and get their name amongst it. Will Collioles at Geelong come from Geelong, or he did play at Geelong for a while. So, but when I come up here, I see a lot of bowlers that used to bowl in Geelong as well.
And how are you finding the competition down in Geelong? Still strong. I played against some Torquay guys the other day, very young kids in that club. They seem to be going along pretty good. There's some up-and-coming clubs.
Yes, Torquay obviously being down where they are, they have
Lots of tradies.
They have a lot of fluctuating population, especially around summer. They could have up to 500 members at one stage,
Right.
but they're all more or less social members
Yep.
with barefoot bowlers. But they've only just put a new green in. There's about 5 or 6 clubs down in Geelong have put new greens in.
Now, would they be
mostly
financed
carpet.
by the clubs, or is there getting some government assistance there?
The governments have been terrific in the fact that they've had money to spend and they want to give it away. They have to do a certain amount for sport, and bowls has been the best. Not only bowls, but some of the other sporting clubs, football.
Yep.
You have complexes in Lara. You had the soccer, football, cricket,
Yep.
all in one small area. So it is very beneficial because of the mounting costs for grass greens, and smaller clubs can't afford it. So.
And it's always an interesting thing. And I mean, you know, if any people are watching out there and they're involved in clubs, you know, talk to Bowls Vic or talk to your sister clubs that are putting roofs on or putting different things. Ask them how they did it and how to go about it, because there is money there to be got, and you know, it makes our sport better.
It's just again, it's the way the bowls is going to evolve is you won't have too many clubs that don't have a roof. The ones that don't will get left behind. It's hard to get it, but you know they'll work around it once they get the finances sorted.
Even if you've got a team together with a club that's local with you to do it, I mean, you know, that's the future, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You know?
And the same with night bowls. We've got probably 6 clubs in Geelong that have lights.
Yep.
And this year, to combat a bit of the COVID, we had a 2-week late start. So only for Premier League, we decided to go 2 double headers to get 18 rounds in.
Yep.
And that worked.
Did you do that after Christmas? Was that more
yes. No, we did it as late in the season as we could.
So we did the same in Melbourne.
Player movements were restricted, but it went off really, really well. We had a lot of people going along to watch them. And bonus of that is that if you play Friday night, you've either got Saturday to yourself or you can go and support your other club mates.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that sometimes doesn't happen. So all of these things taken into account, they've got to eventuate in all forms of sport. Otherwise, we get stuck in a hole and we're just not going anywhere. So, and it's hard to attract younger players to the game because they've got lifestyles that don't apply to committing to not only 18 weeks of bowls, but it works out to about 5 months with all the other events and club events. So I think that's the issue at the moment, trying people to commit to a long term. A lot of barefoot bowlers love the game, but they don't want to commit.
Yeah. No, as soon as you mentioned try and put them into a uniform and that, they almost run the other way sometimes. They love the game.
Yes.
But that commitment, and, you know, in today's day, you've got 12, 15 different things to do. And I know, but one thing we have got as a game, and it's a great game, we all know that, and that's something we've got for us, but you can do it quickly, and you can do it in piecemeal sections. You can leave your, you be a tradie working on building a house, and you can go down the club for an hour, have a roll, have a drink with your mates, and go home and to the wife and the kids and the family. And
there are clubs that have their corporate events. They get Coles playing Woolies and that type of thing. And,
yeah, absolutely.
And it gets them in, but the fact is that they're sometimes called pay-to-play people.
Yep.
They just want to pay, play, have a feed, and
go back to doing what they're doing.
And I understand, when I started playing, it's my 43rd year, but
wow,
my wife had kids back then, but it wasn't as frantic it is today. Some of the young players have got 2 or 3 kids, and the wives are stuck at home with them all the time, and that's another.
Oh, and the wives are working too.
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot more going on in young families
and
today.
That's why 21. COVID did a few good things.
Yeah,
they got us to 21 ends down in Geelong.
Yep.
A lot of people thought, oh, well, that's the demise of the game, but what it allowed people, the wives were turning up just after 4 with their kids when the game's finished, and they either stayed there for a little while.
Not at 6:30.
They went somewhere else, So there are things that need to eventuate, but sometimes it's hard to get some people to change. But
well, it's like anything. I mean, I know when they did go from 25 to 21, I wasn't a big fan. I liked the last 16 ends of a game.
Yep.
Because I thought if you're playing away at someone's green, it takes away their home ground advantage. So those last 16 ends, you can catch them. But with 21 ends, it seemed to be harder.
Yeah, I heard that, you know, my son was playing in Melbourne, they'd sort of play their 21 ends and then they'd go out and play a club game.
Yeah.
To get it out of the way. So it has its... and again, with we've still got people that aren't willing to get into a group.
Yeah.
Which is in the clubhouse having afternoon tea. That's... Okay, I understand the principle behind that, but, you know, playing the 21 ends, sometimes it just goes and it's finished. You
it's
know,
very quick.
It's very, you know, but if you have a drink anyway, you're going to be there. It's the people that leave, they were never drinking anyway. They just want to play bowls. But anyway, getting back to the game.
Yeah, look, it's been an amazing end.
We've got Geelong 1 up on rink 5, Square on rink 6, and rink 9.
I think Geelong were up there.
So we're back to a close game, which is terrific.
Yeah, and you said you've been in the game for a while, so do you play a bit? You're pretty competitive.
Yes, I class myself as a very good team player.
Because you look pretty fit, so bowls has been good to you.
Well, trust me, I didn't ask him to say us to say that, but yeah, no, I decided to finish work 14 months ago. For no other reason. I didn't want to work anymore. I didn't like driving to Melbourne.
Yep.
So...
Well, that's bowls. Got a shot there.
I was able to do that, and that allowed me... This is my 4th year as president.
Yep.
And I didn't do it for one main reason. A lot of the meetings were in the daytime, and I couldn't do it. So now that that's all away, I can attend the meetings. We can get things done, and I don't want to bowl every day of the week because you get jaded after that. But I bowl enough to keep me interested in. Yes, I've been very successful as a team player. I was fortunate, 43 years. It took me that long to win a club singles.
Right.
And then I won 2 in a row.
Wow.
Right. I've been a runner-up, but, you know, I thought it had never happened. But it's the old story. We tried to... the short season, we made it 9 rounds. You guys tried to go a bit longer, but cut it, and we had minor premierships.
Yep.
Because of that 9 rounds, we doubled the amount of people that entered the state events. Yep. And that just goes to show that people want to play them, but with a chock-a block season, you know, they just don't have the time. So
well, I think that's the concern, Matty, isn't it? You know, with us shortening pennant as such, but we're not shortening it to reduce the amount of bowls. We're shortening so we can have other things.
Yes.
You know, we're talking about the 21 ends a minute ago. I mean, we've got the roll-up an hour before the game now. I mean, that's been an innovation. So you've got your hour roll-up, so you get your bowls there, and then you get your game. So you're still getting your 4 or 5 hours of entertainment. There's still a few rules that, you know, we could probably improve. Down in Geelong, it's just me. I don't agree with it, but we have a home team only practice on a pennant day. So the away team turns up and they get the 2-end roll-up. Right. So you haven't gone to what Metro's done. Right.
In that respect, I would rather it's either everybody has a practice or nobody practices. I'd rather see it that way. But
can we just announce we're just having a few tech issues? We're going to have to just reset the system, so we're just going to go hold it slow for a couple minutes. So just going to go offline. Yeah, it's have to, so.
We're just going to go offline just to reset this to give you a better coverage. So
we're
just going to have a 5-minute break, and we'll come back as quickly as we can. Thank you.